Today I want to break down some movie magic for you guys. As you know, last week we released a clip from Charles called the workshop scene fight. You know, I'm actually not really entirely sure what it's called, but it's the scene in the workshop where Michael is fighting Chucky. Yeah, that scene. And if you haven't seen it, you can see it right here.
Get off me! Open the door, you piece of shit! Open the fucking door, Michael! Let me the fuck out! You're not getting out!
Today I figured I'd break down this scene and talk about some of the movie magic in it and some of the techniques and things we did to pull off this scene. So this film has a lot of practical techniques, and this scene is no different. So let's start at the beginning, shall we? So right off the beginning we see Michael fighting off Chucky, who's on his back. So this was just a puppet on his back. And our puppeteer, props master, special effects guy, Michael Lawrence, the jack of all trades, let's say, had his hand on the back of Chucky's neck, holding him against Michael. Doing that, he was able to give Chucky a little bit of movement and also be a force on Michael's back for him to fight against something. So it really looks like he was fighting off something because it was the force of Michael Lawrence on his back with the puppet. So really this is all just puppeteer work and choosing the right angles to sell the shot. So now Michael runs out of the room and slams the door shut. Right after that, Chucky starts banging on the door. And as you can see, that the door is moving as if Chucky is banging on it. And that is just Michael Lawrence on the back of the door actually hitting it. That's really all there is to it. It's just, I don't, there's nothing really to that. But we did this obviously because it sells the shot more with the door actually moving when he hits it. And then it gives our actor Tyler something to react to. Seeing that door move like that shows that Chucky has strength. And it's just little things like that the audience will pick up on, and it helps sell the shot. So next we see a hammer start coming through the door. And we found this old door at a junkyard, and we just took the door off and replaced it with that door. And then we were able just to destroy it, well, because it was a piece of shit. So a lot went into this effects. It was a lot of visual effects, a lot of really heavy, I'm just kidding, it was Michael Lawrence again with a hammer hammering through the door. Little did you know, Michael Lawrence is actually the villain of this whole movie. Now we see our character Michael looking through the hole in the door, and we see Chucky's face come in and start laughing. This was an animatronic. This is all practical. And Michael Lawrence designed all the animatronics and built them all. He is the man. Just so anyone doesn't realize that, he is the man. How we did that was I had the shot looking through the door, and when I called for Chucky, he put his face right into the door, and Mike Chabanti had the controller to control Chucky's face to make him laugh. So it was a joystick that he moved up and down to make his mouth move. That's all practical work. And it was all just timing, making sure that everyone hit their mark when they were supposed to. Then Chucky reaches through the door and grabs Michael's shirt and starts pulling him against the door. And this wasn't a doll at all. This was just a metal rod attached to a Chucky hand and a sleeve on it to look like an arm. So Michael Lawrence was just holding this rod that was dressed like a Chucky doll and stuck it through the door to grab Michael's shirt. This was a little bit tricky because we had to try to hook his hand onto Michael's shirt. So after a bunch of takes, he finally got it through to grab his shirt. It was all up to Tyler to move with the motions to hit his head on the door and make it seem like he's actually being pulled. For the last shot, the door opens and we see a full body Chucky. Well, technically half, because we're just teases like that. Pretty much all that was we had an animatronic sitting there that was moving, and Michael Lawrence was behind the door, kind of in the corner. He was really cramped in there, and then just kind of opened the door. All these things that we did to pull off this scene were very, very simple. And I'm not saying these are amazing achievements in film or that these are these great things that everyone should do. These are just little creative things. They're nothing special, but it's just about using your imagination and how can we pull something off in a certain way with what we have. You know, instead of going fully CGI or this whole, you know, shebang, it's just a guy off camera controlling certain things. And once you put it all together in post with some editing and some sound, then it sells it to the audience and they, you know, they believe it's actually happening on screen. And this is just another way of doing that. It's the little things of how you can pull off an effect. It's just movie magic. No matter what's going on off camera, it only matters what's going on that screen. So how you have to pull off your effects, it doesn't matter if it costs you $10,000 or costs you $10 or nothing. It just matters about getting creative and figuring out a way to pull it off and sell it to the audience. Now, I want to break down more Charles stuff for you guys, and I know that at least some of you guys are fans of Charles, and I appreciate that. Also, I will be showing more Charles things as they come out because, well, you know, spoilers. We're not gonna give anything away. As things come out with the movie and the movie comes out, I will be talking about the process of making it and all the filmmaking goodies that went into it. But we've come to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, thank you. I want you guys to tell me what you want to see on this channel. Comment below what you like or what you want to see, and I will try to do the best I can to make them. But thank you guys, I appreciate you, I love you, and I will see you in the next video.